Hey Internet, YouTube, whatever platform I decide to upload this to, welcome back to The Shimmy Show. I am Shimmy, your host. This is another wonderful 3 a.m. production in Thailand. So, welcome back to my show. I usually wake up, I'm usually up working around this hour, and this is no exception actually. Let me show you guys a little something anyway. Come follow me. The other workstation is always FTPing and uploading movies and files. In the background, while I sleep, there's computers all over the little fucking apartment here. Always doing something. So, Sawadika, thank you for supporting my work, buying my movies, watching my trailers, and I'm here in Thailand, right? So, I actually slept a little late today. What is it actually? I like to find these things out. It is late today. It is 4:27 a.m. So, I gotta go running in like another hour or so. So, I am actually a little bit off to a late start today, but that's okay. It's still dark outside and I've still got a head start on the world. And I woke up and I just happened to turn on my front page of YouTube and I saw in the news, unfortunately, there was another mass shooting in America. Now, I don't watch the network news such as like CNN and MSNBC, Fox News. I don't watch that shit, right? But I can't avoid it because it's all eventually, if something of any importance in America happens, it gets pushed onto my front page of YouTube with my other psychology shit or whatever, right? So in today's news, as I'm reading here on the thing, a few hours ago there was another active shooter in Virginia Beach. It's a black dude this time, which is very uncommon actually. But I always go and dig deeper on these things, right? I always try to find out, oh shit, there's another motherfucker that went postal. Let me go and try to find out as much information about this person before they start deleting them off of social media, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, all their history. This is the first step they do in America. It's called damage control. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and this is always very interesting when it's like a nerdy motherfucker like me. Now, I say this because I am not going to become a mass shooter. I can tell you this for a fact right now because I am in motherfucking Thailand, land of the elephants, Chang, Buddhism, peace, happiness, love, etc., and oil massages and all that good shit. So I have plenty to live for. I have a family. I have children. I have girls. I have businesses. I have lots of positive shit going on for myself. Due to myself engineering my life in a way, hashtag the Shimmy Show, that others cannot really affect me or slow my roll or fuck with my like happiness or autonomy, right? Now, as I'm reading here, pull this up on this little, my police laptop here, the Panasonic Tough Book. This guy, this fucking black guy looks like a nerdy motherfucking nigga like me. Says he was a 15-year city employee in Virginia Beach. He worked for the Public Utilities Commission, and which I assume is like water, wastewater treatment, something like that for the city. I don't know what the fuck that means. You pay your water bill or something to these people, I guess. I don't know. But regardless, it's a job that says he was an engineer. So basically it tells me he's a nerd. He has to deal with the general public. He probably is good with math or computers, manual labor, who knows. But to be a city public employee for 15 years, you can't be too fucked up, right? I mean, you're dealing with the general public and whatever, and who knows? I've never been a city employee, well, except for City of Orlando. I worked for the airport before. But regardless, as a 15-year employee, he means he had to make pretty good money. I should hope. But it also means that you have a boss, and you might have, from what I read, the guy had some like toxic coworkers or whatever. And I wanted to find some more about this and find out, well, sounds like this guy was a nerd, sounds like he was bullied, sounds like he was harassed on the job, and it sounds like he just fucking snapped. And I'm sorry to say it's unfortunate that people lost their lives in this or whatever, and my condolences go out to the families of them, I guess. I don't know anything about these people. I'm in Thailand, by the way. I'm fucking 30,000 miles away from you people. But I will say that I do know what it's like to be bullied. I do know what it's like to be stalked and trapped by the OJJDP, ICAC in Indian country, and many other federal organizations in the DOJ that have a task force going against me. I know what it's like to be gang stalked, harassed, bullied, and falsely accused, and all sorts of these things. And people don't realize the toll, the psychological toll that it takes on someone when they know that they're not doing anything wrong and they know that they're being fucked with. It's like, eventually, even so-called good people will snap. Now, I've read this guy has no criminal record, okay, other than like some traffic fines or citations or whatever, much like myself or whatever. So this is not like some criminal-minded, ghetto-ass nigga that's just blah, 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 blah. It sounds like he's pretty much a straight and narrow nerd. A real motherfucking, probably computer nerd or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I would guess that he's probably has been a target or candidate of bullying, you know? He may or may not have Asperger's like me, but a homeboy snapped. The man is dead now, okay? The nigga is dead, etc. End of story. But I want to find out more about this guy, and I cannot find any more information out about him. What a surprise. But I can ascertain just from pulling and extracting details from the internet about the guy's work history and whatnot. It sounded like the guy was fucked with. It said he got into some altercation at work on a job site a few weeks ago and he may possibly be fired or something, which would shake up his life, basically. You know, you work for a place for 15 years, public place, no doubt, and that means you've got invested in them retirement, pension, 401k, all you guys that work for the so-called quote-unquote white man in the system and don't make your own money. Hashtag the Shimmy Show. I am not dependent like you fuckers. Okay? So I don't really, you guys can't take anything away from me. Now I get these YouTube channels and whatever banned and yanked more often than my dick gets yanked at Thai massage parlors here. So it's like, I don't care. I've lost 2 channels last week. This will probably go down soon too. Big fucking deal. I say thumbs down it, dislike me, unsubscribe, ban, report, do whatever you like. Because I still keep making these videos for me because I like to do brain dumps before I do my work and whatever, right? Or while I'm doing my work. So these shows are really just for me. But I do hope that I can somehow very possibly save some people's lives. Okay? If you feel like you're in a position like this gentleman here, let's just say this man is no different. He's probably not any much different than me. You know, everyone's got a breaking point, and you can't continue to fuck with people. You can't continue to bully people. You can't continue to harass people and just roll the motherfucking dice with their future because you feel like you can exert some sort of authority over them. You know what I'm saying? People are motherfucking monkeys. I am a monkey. I am a hybrid chimpanzee motherfucking gorilla and have sense enough to know it, okay? Some people do not know this, okay? You cannot just keep fucking with people. Now, America within itself is a very mentally unstable place, okay? I have Asperger's, I realize that. I have issues, etc. But I have control over my life and enough sense to know that I cannot allow somebody else to dictate or control my financial future, emotional future, this, that, and the other. So for you guys out there listening, if you're being fucked with on the job, which most of you probably are, if you're being bullied, if you're in a fucked up, abusive type of relationship or something to that effect, before you motherfuckers go out there and start doing like this motherfucker and buying extended ammunition clips and going to the goddamn shooting range to blow off some steam, you know, like Dorian A. Peters, California bar ID 261863, who tweets, "Don't mess with me because I know how to shoot." And this man is now a police officer in Martinez, California. Wow. The guy that used to stalk me, etc. So I'm like, holy shit, dude. Before you guys go out and start being motherfucking gun nuts and shit like this guy and going just snapping, consider that it costs less than $1,000 to go fly to about 80% of the destinations on this planet. You could be right here in Thailand right now. You could be in Southeast Asia. You could be in Africa. You could be in Europe. I actually just got a ticket to fucking Amsterdam and North Africa, Morocco, and some other places. You go Costa Rica, Dominican Republic. Some places for as less than $100, for Christ's sakes. Look on JetBlue. Look on Spirit Airlines. Look on Google Flights. find somewhere to go where you can find your peace and find some happiness and get some joy, and realize that the place that you're living at, America, North America, it might not be cut out for you, especially if people are fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? So, I do realize that, by the way, I'm not a firearms owner. Okay. I don't need any in Thailand. Fuck you people. I'll just move. You know what I'm saying? But if I were living in America, I definitely would be packing like 100% of the motherfucking time, just due to crazy motherfuckers like this being around for my own safety. And it's like, I think that a lot in defense of gun ownership and gun owners, by the way, in the Second Amendment or whatever, right to bear arms or whatever, I think Tupac said it best. It's like people in the ghetto, they're strapped. Not because they're just violent motherfucking killers or whatever. They're going out of their house packed with their motherfucking 45s and shit like that simply because they don't want to fucking die, because they're fucking scared of like crazy shit like this happening. That's to defend themselves, nigga. It's like when you look at the police go into the ghetto, they come in there with the motherfucking bulletproof vest, the MRAP, G.I. Joe motherfucking army tank with the fucking, looks like the goddamn Ninja Turtle truck with the hatch on the top, the little motherfuckers sticking out the roof and shit. You know what I'm saying? They have all this shit to just go in nigger neighborhoods. And I'm like, why? Well, people are heavily armed, no doubt. And they don't know what they're going into. So what do you think it's like to live inside one of those communities yourself? You know what I'm saying? And you just want to go to the store and get a motherfucking Caesar salad or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's very, I grew up in East Oakland, California, and it's, shit is what it is, man. It's a very tragic, dangerous lifestyle, and I don't see why anybody would want to live in toxic environments like that. Now, you can live in the suburbs. A lot of times these things happen in suburbs, white neighborhoods. I live in a white neighborhood in the States right now currently too, and it doesn't matter if it's a black neighborhood, white neighborhood, whatever. Motherfucking people have mental problems in America, and you best be strapped there. Yeah, but I'm in Thailand and I don't really give a fuck. You guys got that problem, hashtag the Shimmy Show, fix it your fucking self. But the easiest thing that I say to do is to relocate to a more peaceful country or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Here, at least in this city here, motherfucking police officers don't even carry guns. You know what I'm saying? Why would they need to? There's literally not much crime, not much theft, not much fuckery going on here, at least in this particular city. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to live in such a violent police state with motherfucking helicopters circling all goddamn time, just task force, feds, and bullshit going on. Life doesn't have to be like Grand Theft Auto 5 online, you know what I'm saying? But in the United States of America, it's like there's a constant, feels like my brain is constantly being activated in the what do they call it? The fight or flight state. It's like if the news is not inundating you with all this like crazy shit happening all the fucking time, you're experiencing it in real life. And that's really fucking tragic because life is just so fucking short and precious, man. You guys should be seeing the world, man. You guys should be like me on motherfucking boats and this and that, and you should have thousands of meaningful relationships, and you should be doing everything that I'm doing. It's not that difficult. If I can do it, you can do it too. That just requires you to obviously do some work, put in some work, possibly live alone and abandon whatever failed relationships you might have with your significant other, family, or whatever, and just go off on your own and take a loss and move on. A lot of people are afraid to take losses and move on. They feel like this guy, this particular shooter guy or whatever. I mean, imagine you work for a place for 15 years. You're envisioning your retirement. The gentleman was 40 years old, just like myself and whatever. And I'm like, wow. So that means this guy's been working since 2004 or 2005 for the same motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? He must have had quite a nest egg built up. Maybe somebody wanted his position or they wanted him out of there. I did some previous shows. If you just search the hashtag Shimmy Show about some of my workplace, I called it workplace war stories from USA and Canada, where it's like sometimes if people want you out of your job or they want your position or they want to just push you up out of there, they'll do some fuckery fuck shit And generally, a lot of times, especially if you're a black man, they'll that angle is going to come up. It's either going to be Me Too sexual harassment, most likely. If they can't get you on that one or whatever, it's going to be some shit like, oh, he's aggressive, hostile, he's a violent motherfucking ape, whatever. Even if he's a fucking nerd, they'll paint you into being some kind of a criminal motherfucker, this, that, and the other. They'll try the motherfucking pedophile angle. They'll try all kinds of fucked up ways to basically gerrymander you out of your position of power or your job or whatever, if you choose to be stupid enough to go work for these motherfuckers and not go and work for yourself and build something for yourself, okay? I've built something for myself over the last 20 years that nobody can take away from me. Nobody can take away my reputation online, my movies, my videos, my websites. Though they try to shut them down frequently, I have enough of a fan base where it doesn't motherfucking matter. So the Shimmy Show goes on forever. You can't stop me from printing money, motherfuckers. Can't ban the snowman, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking talk. So it's like, I feel good. I feel good as I pace around my condo knowing that my future is secure. You know what I'm saying? Even though this is a little small motherfucking box apartment and there's more and I got little bullshit going on, you can engineer your life in a way where you can become, you know, property manager, investor, business owner, all this so-called rich dad, poor dad shit. It's not really a joke, you know what I'm saying? So people will look at you like you're crazy. You probably won't have a wife or a girlfriend. You probably won't have too many quote unquote friends, but most of these people are going to like be doing this other program anyway that doesn't work. And you have to start looking out for them too. You know, if you have anybody in your life who you feel like they might be on the verge of like just snapping like this motherfucker here, please forward this video to them if you want to try and save them. But more likely than not, there's not much that you can do for them because they've already kind of pigeonholed themselves into thinking that their way is the best way. You know what I'm saying? So many people, self-included, were programmed from birth, basically. Go to school, get a good job, get a wife, family, kids, do this, and none of the above actually works in practice. You know what I'm saying? All of this is like a house of cards that can easily topple you down easily and really, really fucking fuck up your life irreparably or whatever. So I'm telling you, as somebody who has walked the walk, and I've had $1 million business, lost it. I've been married, I've lost it. I've had kids. I'm alone. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to start over and to repair shit from abroad. But a lot of times you're not going to be able to repair shit until you are abroad. You know, it's a lot of times it's really difficult to assess how fucked up American and Western life is without removing yourself from the equation and seeing just how fucked up and toxic the place is. You know, America, you've got toxic food, toxic people, mentally unstable people. They're all walking around with motherfucking assault rifles with 1,000 rounds of ammo. Wow, what a fucking mix. You know, you go to Walmart and stores in America, everyone's driving around shopping carts because they're so fucking fat and loaded up on high fructose corn syrup. You know, it's like the people are just heavily medicated. You know, they're on lines, and you know, you almost never see people in pharmacies, and I've yet to see people in line in a pharmacy here in Thailand, and I've yet to see like drug commercials on TV or lawyer commercials on TV or whatever like they have in America. They don't advertise prescription drugs, and they're not trying to dope up the population and dumb them down. You know what I'm saying? It's a very different lifestyle and a very different world here that I think that some people should get a chance to experience. The whole world is not like United States of America. The whole world does not think like United States of America. Thank motherfucking God, yeah? For those of you that believe in God, you know, thank Buddha, yeah. Real. Very motherfucking tragic that people have to lose their lives over, as Langston Hughes says, a dream deferred. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it explode? Well, there you have it. The last poet said it best. There are bombs standing on the street corner. Baggy shadow street boys stand cocked ready to fire. Like motherfucking grenades, you know? Holy dog shit. Yeah, man, it's really motherfucking tragic. Tragedy. And they say this can happen in the ghetto, it can happen in the suburbs, you're not immune to it or whatever. I really encourage you people to go and just try to get abroad and see the world. Explore the fucking world. Especially if you live in a fucked up family or a fucked up community or whatever. Don't end up a statistic. Don't end up like that crazy motherfucker on the news. You know what I'm saying? I actually consider myself a good role model. As the more and more of American news and shit I watch like this, and the more and more of people that I know, I see them falling by the wayside and just their lives just being fucking shattered and shit. I do consider myself to be a good role model. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. 40 years old, pretty much semi-retired in Thailand, uploading my movies, shooting movies. By the way, thank you, people. I just got myself the little right-hand drive BMW, my very first right-hand drive car. You know what I'm saying? And like, thanks for supporting me, buying my goddamn movies and all that good shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Hashtag the Ticos, hashtag Indian Girls, hashtag the Shimmy Show. Thank you for your support. Hashtag OJJDPICAC. Thank you for your support. Thank you. So it's like, I'm going to do what I do. Okay, I've got my shit straight, and I feel good because of that, because I made a plan and I stuck to it, and I carried it out despite what naysayers said, you know. And I'm dragging this on for 20 minutes, but fuck it. It's my goddamn show. It's my phone. Fuck it. Yeah, man, but really, life is what you make it, and you don't have to follow anybody else's template, even though it's going to be hard work and this shit was not easy for me. Okay, the sacrifices I made were not easy for me. The things I had to give up and walk away from are not easy, but it is worth it. Why? I'm alive, and I'm not the victim of a mass shooting. I'm not a mass shooter myself, and I haven't motherfucking snapped. You know, I have a way to express myself with my Aspie and my autism and all that other shit. So it's like, I feel good. Not everyone is fortunate, though, like this, to have someone, I guess you could say not everyone is fortunate to have a voice like me that they can look at before they go off the deep end. You know what I'm saying? I really, really wish that people, I kind of wish that YouTube wouldn't ban my channel so frequently. You know, for whatever reason, people are going to dislike and this and that and the other me. I don't really care about that, but think about the lives that I may save just by being to relate to some of these people that have fucking snapped. I hope that I could fucking get to just one of you motherfuckers before you fucking snap, man. Go motherfucking on Google Flights, book a ticket, and get the fuck out of where you're at. Okay, fly somewhere, get you a good massage, get you some pussy if you need it. You know what I'm saying? This can apply to women as well too. You know, women snap all the motherfucking time. They just don't really show it, and they show their violence and express their criminal tendencies in other means, namely by exploiting men and brushing it under the table or brushing it under the rug and ruining their lives. Okay, so you know, for women out there, you don't have to ruin a man's life. You don't have to ruin my life. You don't have to make up shit, and you don't have to keep being a serial pathological motherfucking lying ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just because your own life and your own life choices are fucked up. Maybe your family, or maybe your mama, or maybe whoever you grew up with set a very bad example for you. You know what I'm saying? That could very well be the case or whatever, and it's very tragic too. You know, I'm sorry to hear all that shit too. But that doesn't mean that you have to become a motherfucking society-hating, man-hating, fucking, as white girls say, cunt. You know, you don't have to become this kind of a person just because you've been slighted or dealt a bad hand in life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Girls get a free pass. You very rarely hear of girls becoming like mass shooters or whatever, because their violence moves in silence. They'll use their brain to motherfucking fuck the man's shit up, imprison them, this, that, and the other. Men are, from what I've read, I've studied a lot about violence in humans and whatever, and violence in animals, primates, and this, that, and the other. And it's a very interesting correlation between humans and monkeys, chimpanzees, and gorillas. They say that women generally, 70%, statistics I'm reading, women 70% of the time they're going to be violent with their intimate partner, meaning the man they're fucking, or if they're lesbian, the woman they're fucking. Lesbians have a very high rate of domestic violence, by the way. So if you're a woman, chances are you're going to be violent with the man you had a relationship or are having a relationship with, the man that stuck his dick in you. Okay, 70% of the time, That's the motherfucker you want to hurt. That's the motherfucker you want dead, etc., etc., etc. So consider that, okay? Same for girl-girl relationships too. Now for men, on the other hand, this is very, very interesting here. 90% of the violence in men, okay, there's two factors, okay? It's intra, I-N-T-R-A, like intramural, not inter, but intra-racial. That's one factor. That means it's within the same race, meaning white men will attack other white men 90% of the time. Black men will attack other black men 90% of the time. And the other factor is they cannot be genetically family related. So basically, if you're a man, me for instance, or whatever, 90% of the time, I'm going to either perpetrate violence or be the victim of violence by another black man who is not blood related to me. Okay? For whatever reason, it's like in monkeys and humans, we're kind of like pre-programmed as males to like fight other males who are not in our bloodline. 90% of the time. There's the 10% of the time exception. It is inside the family and whatever and all that shit, but that's actually pretty rare, even in animals, right? So if you consider these just situations, if you want to live a relatively safe life, you should move to a place where motherfuckers don't look like you. This is coming from a man with a 117 IQ, just telling you how it is or whatever, right? Thailand, nobody really looks like me. I see a black man about 2 or 3 times a day in this country. You know, there's millions of motherfuckers walking around here. If I go to a busy part of town, I'm lucky to see a black man once every hour or two. Okay? And a damn sure aren't any black/Ethiopians there either. So even still, they even look less like me. You know what I'm saying? So if you move to an environment where you have less natural enemies, you're more likely to have a peaceful existence. Here, Thai men are more likely to fuck with other non-family related Thai men. You know, if I live in America, I'm moving to a white community where the white man is going to be fighting the white man. Fuck it. I'm not going to move to a black neighborhood. Sorry. Not safe. No, niggas are crazy. No. So here's another interesting, on a flip note of this, okay? If you're a white guy watching this, okay, you're actually in danger if you live in a white community. Your very own white brothers will be the one to do you in. So consider that shit. If not your white woman, your white brother will do you in. So if you're white, you actually might be better off living in a black neighborhood or a Spanish neighborhood, etc. You can't move into an Asian neighborhood that got it sewn up. But for real, that's real talk, man. So consider that. Yeah, it's like consider moving to an environment where you have no natural enemies and you can thrive. That's what I've done. So yeah, man. And now watch all these motherfucking black Ethiopians try to come here to Thailand, whatever. Fuck you guys, right? But I'm serious. Like that's really a real big secret to my success. You know, I like being the motherfucking alien motherfucker. I really do. I look like I'm not an illegal alien. I am a resident legal alien with my card and all that good shit. I'm so happy I got my real visa, driver license, all that good shit here now. I'm official, nigga. Sawadee-ka, motherfuckers. Yes, sir. So it's like, yeah, man, life is good or whatever when you don't have any natural enemies holding you down, oppressing you, and you're just the outsider, the foreigner, the falang, as they call it here. You know what I'm saying? Or the gringo in Spanish countries or whatever. You can do well and thrive well when you don't have people who look like you plotting against you. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather be the motherfucking foreigner. For real. I don't care if they stare at me, etc., etc., etc. Get used to it, man. Yeah. So anyway, I see a notification, a message on the fucking phone here. Let me go and have my coffee here and start my day. I'm going to go check my uploading shit and just chop some more videos up and upload them. Thank you for your support, people. Thank you for watching The Shimmy Show. And I really hope that, in all seriousness, I do hope that I can reach some people here and maybe save some lives, etc. I've saved my own life. I'm trying to reach out and honestly, like, help some people out there. For real, man, don't fucking snap. Don't become a victim. Don't become a statistic. Please explore the world. Get yourself a passport. In America, I think it's less than $130. Spend that money, get a motherfucking ticket, see the world and blow off some steam. You know what I'm saying? Do something, invest in yourself to feel better. There's more to life than paying bills and maintaining your motherfucking credit and trying to just climb this social rung of shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody in this motherfucker here care about my credit score. Don't nobody, I mean, it's like my American life is like some ghost memory almost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just come here with a little bit of bread, maybe rent a place for a month or something, and just try living somewhere else. Try learning to speak a language, something different. Eat some different food, experience some different women, see some new sights, and realize that life isn't that goddamn serious. There's more to life than this 40, 60, 80-hour grind working to pay off interest for the goddamn Jews. It's really all it's about. And how else do you want me to? I can't make it any more plain than that. It's like, what are you doing in America? Who are you working for? Where is a quarter or 1/3 of your money going to? Credit card interest, mortgage interest, JP Morgan Chase, shit like that. I mean, why are you playing these silly games with your time, with your irreplaceable heartbeats, man? Fuck. And for you investors out there, you know, I know the Uber IPO failed, but I mean, I'm still buying the shit. What the fuck? The price is like below $40 right now. Cop that shit while it's cheap. Hold on to it for 20 years and you'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these like day trader stock guys that's always like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Nah, man. Hold on to that shit like Amazon or Apple or something like that. In 20 years, they're going to have motherfucking robot cars, flying helicopters on people's roofs and whatever. And who do you think they're going to call? Motherfucking Uber. Uber Eats, this, that, and the other. This was like the topic on a lot of shit last week. So I'm one of those buy and hold people or whatever, right? So I'm fucking with that shit too. So I want for my kids to be successful and rich 20 years from now, even if they go through some personal hiccups in life, you know, relationships, marriage, family, this and that. I want them to be all right. So I'm buying some stock for them, and I'm buying it for me too, because I'll be 60 years old then. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, consider shit and learn shit from people that are more experienced, who've gone through more money and more business and more travels and more women and more mistakes than you. You know, motherfuckers are not, you know, you don't get to be where I'm at, even though this is just a little small motherfucking box ass apartment. Read my old books, look at my own stories, look at my own websites, and see what the fuck I've been through, and realize I'm a credible motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If I used to be motherfucking broke and fat, 300 pounds, this, that, and the other, and now a motherfucking basically semi-model fit guy that fucks porn stars and lives abroad, lives in a condo, drives a fucking right-hand drive BMW and eats pad thai during the day and gets oil massages and shit like that every day. It's like, I think I kind of know what I'm talking about to a small degree. Maybe you guys can learn a little something. You know, who knows? Who knows? But I'd follow me if I were me. Or if I didn't have anybody else to follow, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully my little unorthodox channel and my unorthodox videos and my unorthodox lifestyle can be an inspiration to other people, because I see myself as like a peaceful person that leaves a positive impact on the world. I try my best to give back. I'm polite, courteous to people. I want to learn. I want to experience things and be good to people and just do good shit for the world and create good things for the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not on some like selfish shit where I want to like just hold and lock down everything for myself. You know, I like to talk to people, and more importantly, I like to listen to people. And I like for people to listen back to me and reciprocate shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I don't feel like I could have made this video in America because life is just so chaotic, and, you know, traffic jam, fight, argue, this, that, news, headache, news, this, that, religion, family. Oh my God, there's all these little motherfucking dust cloud of goddamn devils spinning around in your head all the goddamn time that you can't really think clearly or objectively about. Fuck the future. You're living in the present in a chaotic mind state. All the while you're hearing police sirens and the helicopters buzzing above your house, and a task force is following you to the airport, and people are going to jail left and right. It's like, sounds like you're in some fucking Gestapo police state that's fucking crazy. Motherfucking crazy. Best believe. As soon as I touch down, motherfucking plane in America, I'm already making plans to get the fuck out of there. I don't want to stay there for too fucking long. I'll come back, handle some business, and I'm out of here. Fuck you guys. Caribbean, here, Asia, anywhere but motherfucking here. Fuck that shit. I know goddamn comfort when I experience it. So, alright, I'm going to go get ready to do my morning run and go get an oil massage and chill the fuck out. Peace and hair grease. Sawadee ka. Thanks for watching The Shimmy Show. Buy my movies, want your money, honey. I'm out of here. Peace.